One Guide. News, support and everything Xbox. You should know, tips for an open net on Xbox One. Net can be a very tricky issue to diagnose. Most of the time the net issue has to do with your router settings. Since there are hundreds of routers out there and each one has different settings, the best I can do is provide a few tips to open your net on Xbox One. Let's first check our net. Scroll left from home to open the guide. Select Settings. Select all settings. Select Network. Select Network Settings. In the middle of your screen you should see net type. If it says anything other than open, you may have issues with party chat, playing multiplayer games or various other net-related issues. The first thing to try is a hard reset or power cycle. To hard reset, while the console is on, touch the power button for 10 seconds, the console will shut down. Once off, turn it back on. It will take longer to boot than normal. You will not lose any data, and this fixes most Xbox One issues. If you do not get the green Xbox screen, you did it wrong and have to do it again. Now recheck your net. If it's now open, you do not have to do anything further. If it says anything other than open, please continue to the next tip. For this next tip, scroll left from home to open the guide, select Settings, select all settings. Select Network, and select Network Settings. Now select Test Multiplayer Connection. If it says anything other than it's all good, you may have other issues not covered here. If it says it's all good, do not select Continue yet. Grab your controller, press both bumpers, RB plus LB, and both triggers, LT plus RT, at the same time. This will send sort of a refresh request to your router, and has been known to make net open. If it says under net type, open, and under detailed net information, your network is behind a cone net, you're good to go. If not, continue to the next tip. This next tip is to check your router settings. Because all routers are different, you may have to Google how to access and change the specific settings for your router. To access your router, log into your router. Next, look for a setting called UPnP. On my router it's under the Advanced Settings, then Device Discovery. Make sure Enable UPnP is on or enabled, and Enabled Zero Config is on or enabled. These settings may be called something different in your router settings. Now reset your router. After it's back online, go to your Xbox One and check your net again. If it's open, you're done. If not, move on to the next tip. If you're still having net issues, try using the official Microsoft Xbox Live Net Troubleshooter. Just go to http://support.xbox.com/en-us/networking/net-air-solution and follow all the steps. You may repeat some of the steps from previous tips. If this does not work, move on to the final tip. The last tip is to port forward your Xbox One. The best guide to give your Xbox One a static IP address and to port forward can be found at portforward.com. Go to portforward.com and look for the link at the left, How to Port Forward the Xbox One. Once the page loads, look for your router in the list and follow the guide. I hope these tips help you get and keep an open net. If not, your issue is beyond my know-how and you should call Xbox support. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.